Introduction and classification. Turbo machines divide naturally into those that add energy and those that extract energy, as previously in the motivation part. Turbo machines are divided to those add energy to the fluid or extract energy from the fluid. The first one are pump family, and the second one is turbines. The prefix turbo is a Latin word meaning spin or reel. Turbo is a Latin word which means spin or reel. Appropriate for rotating device. The pump is the oldest fluid energy transfer device known, at least two design date before Christ. The undershock bucket water wheels or darios used in Asia and Africa. Archimedes screw pump still being manufactured today to handle solid liquid mixture. Paddle wheel turbine were used by the Romans and Babylonians. Wind wheels date back to 700 before. Machines that deliver liquids are simply called pumps. As said before also, machines that deliver liquids are simply called pumps. But if gases are involved, three different terms are in use depending on the pressure rise achieved. If the pressure rise is very small, the gas pump is called a fan. If the pressure rise is very small, a gas pump is called fan. up to 1 atmosphere, it is usually called a blower. For fan we have up to 1 atmosphere, it is called blower. And above 1 atmosphere, it is commonly termed as compressor. Classification of pumps. There are two basic types of pumps: positive displacement and dynamic or momentum change pump. At first we have two basic type of pumps, which are, at first we have positive displacement, and dynamic or momentum change pump. Pumps. There are several billion of each type in use in the world today. Positive displacement pumps let me write with the line color. Positive displacement pumps PDPs. Force the fluid along the volume change. Force the fluid along the volume change. A cavity opens as the flow is admitted through an inlet. A cavity opens and the fluid is admitted through an inlet. The cavity then closes and the flow is squeezed through an outlet. the cavity then closed. And the fluid is squeezed through an outlet. The mammalion's heart is a good example, and many mechanical designs are in wide use. For example, the mammalion's heart. A brief classification of PDP design is as follows. A brief classification of PDP, positive displacement pumps design. At first we have a reciprocating pump A, reciprocating pumps are two subcategories, piston or plungers. Which also illustrated in this picture. The second type of reciprocating tube is a diaphragm pump. In the diaphragm pump, instead of this reciprocating motion, there is a diaphragm here that push the flow to leave the liquid cylinder. The part B is rotary pump. Two main types of pump are in this category, which are: the first one is the single rotor, sliding vane, depicted also in this picture. This is a sliding vane pump. The second type in the single rotor, flexible tube or lining. such as this pump, and the fourth one is screw pump, such as this picture. This is a double screw pump, and the fourth peristaltic or wave contraction. Which is the second one in the rotary pumps is the multiple rotors, as gear pump, which is shown in this picture. This is a gear pump lube, which also illustrated in this picture. Lube pumps, it is a 3-loop pump, and a screw pump, which is a double screw pump is shown here, and the last one in the multiple rotors, circumferential piston. An example is shown also in this picture. Dynamic pumps. This is the PDP, positive displacement pump. The dynamic pumps classification are in the next video part.